Are y'all tired of me yet? Oop, I don't care. Okay, so today I'm just gonna give my refined, final thoughts on what I think about the whole Kai Cenat situation. Cause I made another video about it, but that was just to prove that what I said in the tarot reading was right, and that I'm really psychic, and that y'all should really tune in and subscribe so you can stay. You know what I mean? Because basically at this point I'm predicting the future. Okay, so subscribe so you can know what's happening before it happens. But yeah, so also I was right about Kehlani. Look at my community tab. I posted about that. Her man just exposed her. Literally literally the following morning, and I previously, he exposed her for being in a cult or whatever, for being in a cult. I do think she's in some type of cult. And basically lying to the media and exposing her messy situation. And what did I post before he said? And he said messy. I think he called her messy in his tweets. And what was the video's title, y'all? I said Kehlani is messy. And what comes out? A messy situation. I cannot tune in, subscribe. So my thoughts on Kai Cenat. First of all, I don't think Kai Cenat is truly upset at the fact that his cameraman was talking to an underage girl. Let me tell you this. I think he's truly upset that it has to fall back on him and he's hurting his brand. Let me tell you something. I'm from New York, and I know I'm about to be like here she go again. What this got to do with New York? I'm telling you, the culture, you have to understand what the culture is in New York. There's not this sense of protection when it comes to women in New York. I mean, like literally a couple months ago, it was just like a couple guys were going viral for just punching girls in the street. Every other like month, there's a girl who is severely harmed and jumped by a group of men because she rejected them. Like literally, while I was in New York, I was constantly getting catcalled. And I would okay, so this one time, right? I was walking to the corner store, minding my business. A bitch was just trying to get a bacon, egg, and cheese. You feel me? And this guy was hollering at me at the corner store, and he was like, "Oh, da da da," and I was just like, I think he asked for my number or something, or he asked for something, and I would just kind of rejected him kindly. I was just like, "Nah, I'm good." And he was like, "Oh, word? Oh, really?" And I think he said something like, "Oh, watch what happens when you come back." I never went to that corner store again. I was legit scared for my life. Moral of the story is a lot of men don't check other men in New York when it comes to the harm. Like, there is not this need to protect women in New York. Like, literally, I've been in situations where, like, a girl will get harmed by a man in public and nobody would really step in. Like, that's kind of like the culture. Like, men in New York are comfortable being with other men who abuse women. Like, it's not taken seriously. Abuse against women is not taken seriously. So it's like, my thing is, I don't think he really gives a fuck about the fact that he was talking to an underage girl. It's the fact that and watch the video, y'all. Watch the video of him crying on live. It really gave, you're mad that this has to fall back on you. If y'all don't know, look at my past video. I talked about the situation where Kai Cenat defended his long-term high school best friend that raped a girl he invited to his birthday party, and this all took place at his house. And he defended his best friend, talking about I don't think he would do something like this because I've known him since high school. That told me all I needed to know about Kai Cenat. When I tell you, I believe all that's happening to him is karma. And I also feel like he does have major evil eye, but you are the company that you keep. You understand? Even though you're not doing these things, you are the company that you keep. I'm not saying he knew about this prior or anything, but I'm just not buying like he's so upset. You're more so, it seemed like you was really crying because this is hurting your brand. It has potential to hurt your brand. So I've been stopped supporting Kai Cenat, not because of what he said about Black Americans, but because of him defending a rapist. And the whole situation, traumatizing situation, took place at his house, his location, a party he was in charge of. And it was said that he low-key facilitated the whole thing, allegedly, because okay, so basically, the girl was at the party, right? And she was like, I don't know if she got like drunk or drugged or what, but she basically needed to take a nap. She needed to sit down. Kai Cenat said, okay, cool, come to this room. He led her to a specific room. Nobody was there. and she kind of was laying down and she was relaxing in there. Like, couple minutes later, his friend comes into that exact same room that she was in and did you know what. I'm not saying he helped him. I don't think he did, but either way, he didn't hold his friend accountable. And this always happens. Like, y'all, this is literally the culture in New York. Like, men are comfortable being around other men who abuse women. It's not taken seriously, bro. So I don't know, y'all. I feel like it's two things. It's the company that you keep. Like, you still hanging around niggas, and it's like, yo, you're still hanging around guys like this. At this point, it's kind of what you get. Like, start taking shit like this serious. It's not funny. It's not a joke. And I don't know. I don't really feel bad for him. Now, I do think he has a major evil eye. Kai Cenat is a perfect example of why you need to cleanse your inner circle and protect your energy. When I say cleanse your inner circle, I mean cut anybody off that is potentially sending you negative vibration, that is just not at your level, at your energetic level. They're, you know what I mean? So I don't know, you guys. That's my opinion. Like, I just feel like I'm not sad for him. I'm not shocked. Now, what is crazy though, I didn't realize this. I didn't fully know the situation, but I just watched this video of him explaining what was going on with his house situation. They literally moved into this grand apartment, this grand New York City condo apartment for only 3 days. After 3 days, they got kicked out. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of fucked up. Like, that's fucked up. But my thing is, you have to understand, like, I guess he's still kind of new to the whole like social media thing. Your digital footprint is a real thing. Like, you're not, his content is kind of chaotic. I mean, it's very much given like frat boy type vibes, like young immature type vibes. You know, y'all are doing very harmful, like physically damaging, wouldn't recommend you try at home ass pranks, like lighting shit on fire. You literally lit a room on fire on live and you think they trying to let you stay at their house. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that could be evil eye, but I also just think it's something called like kind of karma, maybe like the consequences of your actions. Like, he has to understand, like, at this point, I think you need to buy a house or build it from scratch. Like, here's my thing, you got all this money. Y'all don't live in New York unless you're a millionaire or a billionaire. New York is fucking expensive. I understand he wants to be in New York because that's the hot spot. Like, especially, I call, okay, so I call LA like a Western New York and New York like a Eastern LA. It's a hot spot, especially when you're trying to thrive, build connections and network. So I understand why he wants to be in New York. But y'all said y'all paid like what, 20K for a two-story condo? Go to ATL, like go to the South, do something. Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm just not shocked that he got kicked out after hearing the story. Like, you lit a room on fire. Y'all are known for making messy. First of all, I'm not gonna lie. I think Kai Cenat smells a certain way. Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm getting flashbacks. Like, men from New York, they be stinking sometimes. Like, I think he smelled like sweat and men. I think that whole house smelled like men. Apparently, like, the owner kept coming into the house and monitoring, which I don't think that's okay either. Like, what the fuck are you doing there? But I think he was also kind of, I think the owner, again, it's like you're known for doing these weird ass pranks. Like, you are literally, I guess you could say, famous. And your content is not the most wholesome, chillest content ever. Like, you're known for doing damaging stuff that could damage property. So I'm not really shocked. But I do think it's a combination of multiple things: karma, evil eye, and I think the universe wants him to learn a lesson. When you notice, like, especially you're having a lot of friction in your life, things are not really going your way, it could be evil eye, but also it's a lesson. 9 times out of 10, it's a lesson that you need to learn, right? Try to look at the situation from an outsider's perspective. Like, what do you need to learn? What is it that you need to gather from this situation? He's having an ego death. I think he really wanted to be in this fire ass apartment, which, don't get me wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. The condo looks nice. Would I ever go to New York and live there? Absolutely not. New York is expensive, y'all. Learn it. You heard it from a true New Yorker, born and raised. Do not go to New York if you want to live a happy, financially successful life, unless you're a millionaire. Okay, don't go to New York. But Condo was fire as fuck. So I would be mad too. But I think the universe is also making him have an ego death, right? He's losing everything. He's filming in a U-Haul truck. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's not funny. Ah! I'm sorry, I don't fuck with him ever since he was supporting the rapist. Y'all go watch my old video on it. But yeah, I would be mad too. But like, also, you lit a room on fire. Like, you really thought they was gonna let you stay? Y'all don't seem like y'all clean up after yourselves. Y'all live streams, the room looked messy as fuck. Like, I just simply think it was also the owner didn't want to risk you damaging their property because at the end of the day, they still the way it works is that they still own the property. So whatever you damage, they can make you pay for it, but they're still gonna have to deal with the aftermath. I just simply think that he didn't want a potentially like say bad image for the house. Like say something goes down, they call the cops. Like I just it was a lot of things, but I definitely think Kai Cenat is a major example of the evil eye and why you should watch who you have around you, protect your energy. Oh shit. Anyways, y'all, I don't know who that is. Yeah, good luck to him, I guess. I don't really care, but that's my official thoughts on the Kai Cenat situation. Go watch my last tarot reading on Kehlani and my other videos, cause y'all, I am much more than a tarot reader. And yeah, your girl was right about Kehlani. Like, duh. Like, come on now, come on now. Y'all know y'all like it here. Y'all gonna like it here. If you new here, you gonna like it here. I'm telling you, you gonna like it here. Period. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Mwah.